beautiful reminder that food has the power to connect us, even amidst the excitement and competition of the games.
Second stop, crepes, croque and more. Of course, no culinary journey through the Paris Olympic Village would be complete without indulging in the quintessential flavours of France. Creperies, with their large, flat griddles, are a staple, offering both savoury and sweet variations of the thin, delicate pancakes. Watch as skilled vendors expertly swirl batter onto the hot surface, then fill the cooked crepes with everything from ham and cheese to Nutella and bananas. For a heartier bite, seek out a stall serving croque monsieurs, toasted ham and cheese sandwiches drenched in creamy bechamel sauce. And no visit to Paris would be complete without sampling a freshly baked baguette, its crusty exterior giving way to a soft, airy interior. And for a sweet treat, be sure to grab a colourful macaron or a flaky pain au chocolat from one of the many boulangeries scattered throughout the village.
Third stop, a symphony for the senses. Sweet treats and global delights, a symphony for the senses. The aroma of freshly baked goods wafts through the air, mingling with the savory scents of street food, creating a symphony for the senses.
Stalls overflow with colorful displays of pastries and desserts, each one more tempting than the last. From delicate French macarons to rich fudgy brownies, there's a sweet treat to satisfy every craving.
Indulge in a warm, sugar-dusted beignet, a New Orleans classic that's made its way across the Atlantic, or perhaps a scoop or two of artisanal gelato is more your style. Choose from classic flavors like pistachio and hazelnut, or venture into more adventurous territory with lavender honey or black sesame. Fourth stop, savoring the rich flavors of a Tajin, a taste of Morocco in Paris. Savoring the rich flavors of a Tajin, the air was thick with the scent of exotic spices as I approached a stall draped in vibrant Moroccan fabrics. A large, earthenware tagine sat atop a portable burner, its conical lid slightly askew, releasing fragrant puffs of steam.
The aroma was intoxicating, a blend of cumin, coriander, ginger, and saffron, promising a culinary adventure unlike any other. The tagine, I learned, was a lamb tagine, the tender meat slow-cooked with sweet dates, plump raisins, and crunchy almonds. The vendor, a friendly man with a warm smile, carefully ladled the steaming stew onto a bed of fluffy couscous, the grains absorbing the rich flavors of the sauce. The first bite was an explosion of flavors. The lamb was melt-in-your-mouth tender, the sweetness of the dates and raisins perfectly balanced by the savory spices.
Fifth stop, the art of pad thai, a journey to Thailand, the art of pad thai in Paris. Next on my culinary journey was a stop at a bustling Thai food stall, where the air crackled with the sizzle of stir-frying noodles and the tangy aroma of fish sauce.
A large wok sat atop a roaring burner, flames licking the sides as a chef expertly tossed rice noodles with a medley of colorful ingredients. This was pad thai in action, a symphony of flavors and textures that has become a global street food favorite. The noodles were perfectly cooked, tender, yet firm, and each bite was a burst of sweet, sour, salty, and spicy flavors. The combination of textures was equally delightful. The soft noodles, the crunchy bean sprouts, the creamy tofu, and the crunchy peanuts all came together in perfect harmony.
Sixth stop, Coixa and Brigados. The vibrant energy of Brazil beckoned me to a stall adorned with the colors of the Brazilian flag. Music pulsed from a nearby speaker, infusing the air with a carnival-like atmosphere. The stall's specialty? Coixa and Brigados, two beloved Brazilian treats that promised a taste of Brazilian street food culture. Coixa, I learned, were teardrop-shaped snacks resembling chicken drumsticks. These crispy golden brown delights were filled with a creamy chicken filling, seasoned to perfection with Brazilian spices. To satisfy my sweet tooth, I couldn't resist the allure of the brigadeiros. These small truffle-like confections were made with condensed milk, cocoa powder and butter, rolled into bite-sized balls and coated in sprinkles.
Seventh stop, American classics with a Parisian twist. Even amidst the global culinary tapestry of the Olympic Village, a familiar sight caught my eye. A stall with a distinctly American vibe. Red and white checkered tablecloths adorned the counter, and the aroma of sizzling burgers and fries filled the air. But this wasn't your average American diner fare. This was American classics with a Parisian twist. The burgers, I discovered, were made with locally sourced beef, cooked to perfection on a griddle and served on crusty baguettes instead of traditional buns. The fries, however, were the real stars of the show. These weren't your typical fast food fries. These were pommes frites, hand-cut and twice fried to achieve a crispy exterior and a fluffy interior. It was comforting to find a taste of home, even in the heart of Paris.
Eighth stop, a Parisian muffin moment. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the bustling Olympic Village, a different kind of craving began to stir within me. The savory delights of global street food had satisfied my hunger, but my sweet tooth, always eager for a treat, whispered suggestions of something warm, chocolatey, and comforting.
A vision of a perfectly domed muffin, its aroma mingling with the Parisian air, filled my mind. While Paris is renowned for its delicate pastries and exquisite chocolates, there's a certain charm to a simple, well-made muffin. Walking through the village, I noticed a quaint bakery tucked away on a quiet corner, its windows fogged with warmth and the sweet aroma of vanilla and chocolate wafting out onto the street. A chalkboard outside announced muffins du jour, listing a tempting array of flavors: blueberry, lemon poppy seed, and, of course, the classic chocolate chip. Ninth stop, a bite-sized history. The muffin, a seemingly simple baked good with a surprisingly rich history, has become a beloved treat around the world. Its origins can be traced back to 18th century England, where cooks used leftover bread dough to create small, individual cakes baked in muffin tins. As muffins made their way across the Atlantic to America, they underwent a culinary transformation. American bakers, known for their penchant for sweetness, began adding sugar, butter, and eggs to their muffin recipes, resulting in a lighter, more cake-like texture. The invention of baking powder in the mid-19th century further revolutionized muffin making, allowing for even greater rise and fluffiness. Today, the muffin enjoys a global following, with countless variations on the classic recipe. Tenth stop, the heart and soul of a perfect muffin. For many, myself included, the ultimate muffin experience begins and ends with chocolate. The rich, intense flavor of cocoa, whether in the form of melted chocolate, cocoa powder, or generous chunks of chocolate chips, has the power to transform a simple muffin into a decadent treat. The key to a perfect chocolate muffin lies in striking the right balance between sweetness, richness, and texture. Start with a good quality cocoa powder for a deep, chocolatey flavor. Dutch processed cocoa, with its smoother, less bitter taste, is often preferred for baking. And of course, no chocolate muffin would be complete without a generous scattering of chocolate chips. Before we proceed with the journey, let us get our hands dirty. Ready to embark on your own chocolate muffin adventure? Gather your ingredients, preheat that oven, and let's create some magic.
Ingredients: 1 3/4 cups all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, ½ cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, ½ teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 cup buttermilk, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and line a 12-cup muffin tin with paper liners. Whisk together the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, whisk together the wet ingredients. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and stir until just combined. Gently fold in the chocolate chips. Divide the batter evenly among the muffin cups. Bake for 18 to 20 minutes or until a wooden skewer comes out clean. Let the muffins cool before transferring them to a wire rack. Enjoy.
Final steps in the baking process. A few simple tips can elevate your chocolate muffins from ordinary to extraordinary. Follow these guidelines for bakery-worthy results. Don't overmix. Overmixing the batter can lead to tough, dense muffins. Mix until the ingredients are just combined and a few lumps are okay. Using room temperature ingredients, especially the eggs and buttermilk, helps ensure a smooth, evenly mixed batter. Fill each muffin cup about 3/4 full to allow for proper rising. Underfilling can result in flat muffins, while overfilling can cause them to overflow. A wooden skewer or toothpick inserted into the center of a muffin should come out clean or with a few moist crumbs attached when they're fully baked. Let the muffins cool in the tin for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. This helps prevent them from sticking to the liners and becoming soggy.
For an extra touch of decadence, consider adding a simple chocolate ganache or a dusting of powdered sugar to your cooled muffins. Let's try it out. A Parisian muffin moment. Embracing the joys of baking, a Parisian muffin moment. As I sat in that charming Parisian bakery, the aroma of freshly baked chocolate muffins filling the air, I couldn't help but reflect on the simple joys of baking. The act of transforming basic ingredients into something so delicious and comforting is both therapeutic and rewarding. Baking, whether in a Parisian kitchen or your own home, is a universal language of love and sharing. The aroma of something delicious baking in the oven has the power to bring people together, creating a sense of warmth and anticipation. And the first bite of a freshly baked treat, especially a chocolate muffin still warm from the oven, is a moment of pure bliss. So gather your ingredients, put on your apron, and embrace the joys of baking. Whether you're an experienced baker or a novice eager to try something new, the simple act of creating something delicious with your own two hands is a rewarding experience. And who knows, you might just discover your new favorite chocolate muffin recipe along the way. My verdict: this was a culinary tapestry woven in flavor and friendship. As the sun set over Paris, I reflected on my culinary journey through the Olympic Village. From Moroccan tagines to Brazilian brigadeiros, each bite celebrated global flavors. Food connected us all. The village became a vibrant tapestry, woven by the shared language of food. Athletes from around the world gathered around shared tables, their laughter a symphony of camaraderie. Food bridged cultural divides, uniting us in shared humanity. Rounding it all up, from street food stalls to your kitchen, a celebration of global cuisine. While the Olympic Village may be a temporary haven for athletes and spectators, the culinary adventures we experience there can continue to inspire us long after the closing ceremonies. Each dish, from the familiar to the exotic, carries with it a story, a tradition, a glimpse into the heart of a culture. Why not bring a taste of the Olympics into your own kitchen? Recreate the vibrant flavors of pad thai, the comforting warmth of a Moroccan tagine, or the simple indulgence of a perfectly baked chocolate muffin. Gather your loved ones, share stories of culinary discoveries, and let the spirit of global cuisine transport you to far-off lands. The recipes shared here are just a starting point, an invitation to embark on your own culinary explorations. Don't be afraid to experiment with flavors, to adapt dishes to your own taste, to create new traditions inspired by the diverse cuisines of the world.